Kim Go-eun stuns the world with shocking marriage announcement to Seo Kang Joon, a press conference that redefined Korean celebrity love. The entertainment world thrives on anticipation. Every rumor, every whisper, every headline is devoured by millions who watch closely, waiting for the next big reveal. But rarely does reality surpass even the wildest speculation. That is exactly what happened when actress Kim Go-eun walked into a press hall in Seoul and shattered every expectation by announcing her marriage to actor Seo Kang Joon, a revelation that left even Lee Minho visibly stunned. This was no ordinary press briefing. It was a moment of seismic significance in Korean entertainment history, a story that blended secrecy, passion, and courage into one unforgettable declaration. Let us dive deep into how this love story, hidden for years, exploded into public view and became the defining shockwave of 2025 in K-drama land. The atmosphere before the storm. On the night of the announcement, the Seoul Press Hall buzzed with an energy unlike anything the entertainment industry had seen in years. Rumors had been circulating for weeks. Was Kim Go-eun signing an international project? Was she stepping into Hollywood? Was there a brewing scandal that threatened her spotless reputation? Journalists, bloggers, and industry insiders packed the venue, their pens ready, cameras positioned like weapons, and recorders switched on. Outside, hundreds of fans waited in the chilly evening air, chanting her name, desperate for answers. When Kim Go-eun finally entered, the noise fell into absolute silence. Dressed in an elegant white gown, simple yet symbolic, she radiated calm poise. But behind her steady composure, her eyes hinted at a truth she had carried silently for years. The unexpected words. Taking her place at the podium, Kim Go-eun greeted the room with a polite smile. Her voice was soft yet firm, tinged with an emotional weight that immediately captured everyone's attention. "Thank you for coming," she began, her words measured, as if every syllable carried history. "Today, I need to share something with all of you, something that will change everything you thought you knew about me." The audience leaned forward. Breathless anticipation filled the air. Then she said it. "I am getting married." The sentence sliced through the hall like lightning. For a moment, silence. Then chaos. Microphones shot forward, reporters shouted questions, fans screamed outside the building. It was pandemonium. The groom revealed. Naturally, the next question was, who? Kim Go-eun took a deep breath and spoke the name that no one, except perhaps the most loyal gossip watchers, could have predicted. "The man I will marry is Seo Kang Joon." The effect was instant. The hall erupted once more, this time with deafening disbelief. Gasps, shouts, and stunned faces filled the room. Why Seo Kang Joon? For years, fan communities had tied her name to Lee Minho, her co-star in The King, Eternal Monarch. Their chemistry had been legendary, sparking endless theories of a real-life romance. And yet, right there in front of the cameras, Kim Go-eun shattered that illusion with a single revelation. What made the moment even more unforgettable was that Lee Minho himself was in attendance. His frozen reaction, captured by dozens of flashing cameras, instantly became a viral meme. His expression said more than any headline could. A love kept in shadows. Once the initial wave of hysteria calmed, Kim Go-eun explained what had been kept secret for so long. She revealed that she and Seo Kang Joon had been together for years, far from the public eye. "We wanted our relationship to be ours," she said softly, untouched by speculation or expectation. "Love is fragile when too many eyes are watching. We protected it because it mattered more than fame, more than rumors, more than everything else." Her words resonated deeply with both fans and critics alike. It was a rare confession in an industry where secrecy is survival, and love often gets lost in the glare of the spotlight. The entrance of Seo Kang Joon. Just when the frenzy seemed uncontrollable, the man of the hour appeared. Seo Kang Joon stepped onto the stage in a classic black suit, his presence commanding yet tender. The sight of the two of them together silenced the hall once again. Taking the microphone, his words were heartfelt. "For years, people have only known me as an actor. But with her, I became more than that. Kim Go-eun has been my strength, my inspiration, my everything. We may have walked different paths in this industry, but those paths always led back to each other. I cannot imagine my life without her." In that moment, the story was no longer just shocking, it was romantic, cinematic, and heartbreakingly real. Social media meltdown. Even before the press conference ended, the world outside was already in chaos. Headlines flashed across global media outlets. Kim Go-eun to marry Seo Kang Joon. Twitter trended with hashtags in multiple languages. Instagram flooded with fan edits, tears, and memes. TikTok lit up with live reactions, some screaming in disbelief, others sobbing in joy. Servers on major fan community sites crashed under the traffic. From Seoul to Los Angeles, Bangkok to Paris, the story spread faster than wildfire. Fans divided sharply into camps. Heartbroken Lee Minho shippers, devastated that the long-imagined pairing was never real. Overjoyed Seo Kang Joon supporters, thrilled that their quiet favorite had won the heart of one of Korea's most admired actresses. Neutral fans, simply overwhelmed by the courage it took to go public. The emotional split only fueled the drama further, making it one of the most polarizing love announcements in K-entertainment history. The question of Lee Minho. It was inevitable. A journalist finally voiced the question hanging heavy in the air. How did Lee Minho react? The hall froze again. Cameras zoomed in. Kim Go-eun, composed as ever, answered with grace. Lee Minho is a dear friend and colleague. What we shared on screen was special, and I will always be grateful for it. But love is not a script. Love chooses its own path. My path led me to Seo Kang Joon. The room erupted again, this time not with shock, but with respect. The global significance. For many, this announcement represented more than just celebrity gossip. It was a redefining moment for Korean entertainment. Kim Go-eun, at 34, had rewritten the script of what a female star's personal life could look like in an industry often harsh toward women's choices. Her decision to stand openly with Seo Kang Joon despite years of speculation and pressure was a statement of independence and courage. Seo Kang Joon, at her side, embodied support and vulnerability, qualities that resonated with fans worldwide. Together, they presented not just a couple, but a narrative of love surviving against all odds. Behind the silence, why they waited. The couple explained why they had chosen secrecy over years of rumors. The entertainment world is merciless, where a single headline can ruin reputations and paparazzi flashes turn affection into scandal. By staying hidden, Kim Go-eun and Seo Kang Joon had nurtured their bond privately, giving it the strength it needed to survive. We wanted to build something real, she said. And now we are ready. That line alone became a rallying cry on social media. Fans shared it endlessly, calling it one of the most honest love statements ever made in K-pop and K-drama culture. The aftermath of the press conference. The conference stretched late into the night, with endless questions, photos, and statements. Yet the most powerful images were not the words spoken but the way the two stood side by side, fingers intertwined, their unity unshaken despite the frenzy around them. By the time the event ended, history had already been made. The announcement dominated television broadcasts, trending pages, and international entertainment columns. Analysts dubbed it the biggest bombshell in K-drama romance since the Song couple. Some even argued it eclipsed previous celebrity weddings in terms of sheer shock value. What comes next? Speculation about their wedding details immediately followed. Where would the ceremony take place? Would it be an intimate private affair, or a grand celebration with the entire industry in attendance? Who would be invited, and would Lee Minho be among them? Fans imagined Kim Go-eun in a breathtaking wedding gown, Seo Kang Joon waiting at the altar. Artists began drawing fan art within hours. Brands scrambled to secure advertising contracts featuring the couple. It was not just a marriage announcement, it was a cultural moment, one that would be dissected, celebrated, and remembered for years. A redefining love story. At its heart, what made this story so powerful was its raw honesty. In an era where manufactured images dominate, Kim Go-eun and Seo Kang Joon chose to stand in their truth. Their love story, kept private for years, had survived the tests of fame, distance, and endless rumors. And when the time came, they declared it not through tabloid leaks or paparazzi shots, but on their own terms, in front of the world, together. For fans, it was more than a shock. It was a lesson that love, when real, will always find its way, no matter the noise that surrounds it. Conclusion. The legacy of the announcement. As the press hall lights dimmed and reporters packed up their gear, one truth remained clear. this was not just a marriage revelation. It was a cultural reset. Kim Go-eun's announcement, paired with Seo Kang Joon's heartfelt support, marked a new era in Korean celebrity romance, one where authenticity and courage could eclipse even the loudest rumors. In the days that followed, debates would rage, headlines would multiply, and fans would continue to relive the moment again and again. But beyond the noise, the essence of the story remained beautifully simple. Kim Go-eun is getting married to Seo Kang Joon. And in that declaration, they had written the first chapter of a love story that the world would never forget.